In December 2016, 13 people from Florida, Georgia, and Maryland joined together to distribute the love of Jesus, both spiritually and physically, among some of the less fortunate in Romania. The project items we carried with us were combined with fruit purchased at the local piazza and more than 4,100 pounds of staple food, 75 gallons of cooking oil, and 285 bars of soap, bottles of shampoo, and toothpaste purchased in-country. This was all sorted, bagged, and organized for daily distribution and loaded into the trailer to go with us to the various venues for ministry. We began the week at the Calia Adevara Lui preschool. After visiting the classrooms, we gathered the 33 children together for a message about the birth of Jesus. Then we helped them create a crown to honor the King of Kings. This was followed by some Christmas songs, and while singing Jingle Bells, Santa arrived with fruit, candy, and a small toy for each child. After a quick lunch, we went to the Diakonia Center in the village of Mira, where 30 children are provided with tutoring and help with their homework in an after-school program. We presented a message of salvation, and several children responded with raised hands. We helped them make salvation bracelets to remember the event. There were high fives and hugs as the children left for home with their fruit and candy. Also at Diakonia is a nursing home for some 30 men and women, many of whom had watched our interaction with the children. They wanted salvation bracelets too, and received them, and received a message about the value of life. Those who were unable to leave their rooms were visited and presented with fruit and prayers. The next day we visited Casa Betseda, an elderly care center in the village of Salicia. We had been there the previous year and were met with smiles and hugs from the 20 staff and the 63 residents. We had a time of Christmas carols, crafts, and a salvation message geared to that age group. Many responded. Those unable to join us in the common area were visited in their rooms. Their spirits seemed to rally as we entered, and many even sat up or stood as we loved on them and listened to their stories. On Friday, we traveled to the town of Dej and went to a foster care home which we had visited 2 years previously. It was good to return and see the program still surviving. The couple who operate this home have adopted 5 of the 12 children in their care, with plans to adopt the remaining 7. A message of encouragement was given to the couple, and we prayed blessing and provision for them. We spent time playing with the children and enjoying their company. We left a generous offering along with food, hygiene items, clothing, and toys for the kids. Over the weekend, we were privileged to minister in village churches at Maya and Burkish. The Maya congregation has 20 families who attend regularly, and Burkish has 15. But the pastors of both churches invited non-members to attend this weekend and potentially double the number of families attending. Many from the communities accepted these invitations. Given the diverse makeup of these congregations, we adopted a multi-message format for each church. First, Diane shared her heart for Romania and explained why we were there. Then David preached to the church, challenging them to be the salt of the earth in their communities. Next, team member Connie presented a children's lesson about the lost sheep and God's love, giving the children a chance to interact with sheep sounds and little lamb faces. Finally, team member Ron gave a message about God's provision for salvation through faith. Many responded by placing their trust in Jesus for the first time. At the conclusion of each service, we distributed the goods we had brought. At the Maya Church, fleece blankets made by a friend of the ministry in Tennessee were given out. In Burkish, Romanian language Bibles were included in the distribution. Every family received the staple food, fruit, hygiene items, hats, and scarves. God is so good. Our week of ministry concluded with a visit to the St. Mary Daycare Center, which we lovingly call the Miracle House. This is a daycare facility for emotionally and mentally challenged adults. This year, more than ever, the name Miracle House is appropriate because after years of planning and work, they are finally in their brand new facility, debt-free. We praise God for His favor and blessings on Mrs. Maria and her daughter Anka. These 23 amazing students awed us with their performance of the story of Moses, the plagues in Egypt, and crossing the Red Sea. Then followed fun time where we played games, created Christmas decorations, and distributed gifts. There was much laughter and joy, and we are sure that God was smiling too. We want to say thank you to all who supported this mission financially, prayerfully, and materially. In total, we ministered to more than 550 people. And you were a part of God's hand extended to those in need, to those who needed an encouraging word, and to those who needed to feel His arms embracing His children. The Romanian people want to tell you, mulțumesc, thank you.